Then the Lord spoke to Job out of the storm. He said, who is that? Who is this that obscures my plans with words without knowledge? Brace yourself like a man. I will question you and you answer me. Job 38 verse 1 to 3. Activating divine encounter, meeting with God, causing God to appear to us. Job, we know what he went through and the things that he endured, but he encountered God. Remember when he was speaking with his friends, the like of Eliphaz, he was asking for God to appear and answer him. And God indeed appeared and answered Job. And took Job through a very major and rigorous question and answer process. But the most important thing is, when God appeared to Job, what was the effect of that encounter with God? The effect of that encounter of God with Job is that the Lord restored Job back to his blessings, and the latter blessing of Job's life was more than the former part. Whenever you encounter God after going through turmoils of life, difficulties of life, challenges of life, and you encounter God in that state of hardships, there is no way that encounter will leave you in that condition. And especially when you found yourself in that trouble because of God. Remember, Job is in serious state of ruin that was castigated and implemented by Satan. But it was for God, because it was a challenge between God and Satan, who has the heart of Job. And God won the battle. And God appeared to Job as he had requested. And that encounter left Job with his latter life more blessed than his former life. You are going through so much hardships, struggles, troubles. You are in a turmoil. You are confused. You do not know what to do. The only thing that can get you out of that is an encounter with God. There is nothing that Job could do to rescue him from that state he had been put by Satan. A state where he lost his health, he lost his children, he lost his associations, the likes of relatives and friends, even wife, because the wife was telling him to curse God and die. He lost livestock in terms of camels, donkeys, sheep. He lost agriculture in agricultural dimension because his wheat was burned with the fire from heaven. He lost everything. Everything, including his health. His health. But when he encountered God, Job did not continue in that state of life. God brought him out. He was blessed more than with the blessing that Satan was envying. Because Satan incited God out of jealousy, out of envy. But how did Job position himself for this encounter? Throughout the book of Job, prayer. Job was demanding, let somebody answer me. Let Almighty, let the sovereign answer me. Prayer. We will have to stand in our pains, in our sufferings, and pray. Number 2 was integrity. If you read Job chapter number 2 and verse 9, his wife said to him, "Are you still maintaining your integrity? Curse God and die." He replied, "You are talking like a foolish woman. Shall we accept good from God and not tremble?" In all this, Job did not sin in what he said. Job encountered God because he upheld his integrity, and especially verbal integrity. Nowadays, we are making very silly mistakes with our mouths, and we are finding ourselves trapped in what we said. But Job did not sin against God with what he said. The wife questioned integrity. God will appear to us if we are men and women of character. Something else you can learn from Job that made God appear to him is perseverance. James 4 and verse 11. As you know, we count as blessed those who have persevered. You have heard of Job's perseverance and have seen what the Lord finally brought about. The Lord is full of compassion and mercy. God appeared to Job because of his ability to persevere what he was going through. Many of us are quickly in quitting. But one of the things that God considers to the person he will appear to him to show his glory is a perseverant person, an enduring person. Something else we can get from Job that helped him have an encounter with God was in Job 42. Then the Lord replied to the Lord. Job replied to the Lord, "I know that you can do all things. No purpose of yours can be thwarted." You asked, "Who is it that obscures my plans without knowledge?" Surely I spoke of things I did not understand, things too wonderful for me to know. The next thing is the plan of God. The verse that we read, the Lord asked Job, "Who are you to question my plan?" And Job is telling him, nobody can obscure your plan. Jeremiah 29 verse 11, "For I know the plans I have for you." If God is going to appear to us to change our lives, then we must be in the plans of God. When God appeared to Job, he spoke about, "This was my plan." Are you in the plan of God? If you can go back to Job, in Job 1 and Job 2, we can borrow some few things that Job was holding on to, like in a conversation between God and Satan. God said, verse 8, Job 1 verse 8, "Have you considered my servant Job? There is no one on earth like him. He is blameless and upright, a man who fears God and shuns evil." Fear of God. Job feared God. And that is why he was found as if he was right despite questioning God in everything. Fear of God. Remember when he says that he made a covenant with his eyes that he shall not look at a woman lustfully, because he feared God. When Job encountered God, his latter time was blessed more than the former time. Let us seek an encounter with